Hello students, welcome to Pace Coaching Center online classes. So we have already seen two lectures on surds and indices, right? In the first lecture we have seen the basics of surds and indices, that is what is a surd, difference between surd and irrational number, and also we have seen the law of surds and indices which is used throughout the journey of surds and indices topic. Okay, in the second lecture, we have discussed few basic problems on the laws of surds and indices. Okay, today we are going to discuss about rationalization. What is rationalization? Rationalization is nothing but simplifying the denominator, guys. For example, if suppose I have 1 by a plus root b. So I need to simplify 1 by a plus root b. So in that case, in order to simplify the denominator, we will be using a method known as rationalization of denominator. So in this rationalization, what we need to know is, we need to know what is meant by a conjugate. Okay, what is a conjugate? So what is a conjugate? For example, a plus root b is there. What is the conjugate of a plus root b? It is very simple. In place of addition, we need to keep subtraction. So the conjugate of a plus root b is nothing but a minus root b. Similarly, the conjugate of a minus root b is nothing but, in place of subtraction, we need to keep addition, a plus root b. Very simple, right? So, simply by these two examples, we can understand the term conjugate. Okay, the same thing we need to apply here. So, in order to simplify the denominator term, what we need to do is, we need to multiply and divide with the conjugate of the denominator. So, the conjugate of the denominator is a minus root b divided by a minus root b. Okay, which is equal to a minus root b divided by, this is of the form x plus y into x minus y. In place of x, a is there, in place of y, root b is there. So, x plus y into x minus y is nothing but x square minus y square, right? So, here what we will get? A square minus root b square. Okay, this is one of the point you need to understand. Root x whole square. So how can we write root x? X power 1 by 2, right? Whole square. 2 gets cancelled and we will be left over with x. So under root any value, whole square is nothing but the value itself. So root b whole square is nothing but b. Okay. So by using rationalization, we can simplify the denominator part into a rational number. Okay. So this is how you need to apply the rationalization. Let us quickly take a simple example. For example, 1 by 2 minus root 3 is given. So in order to simplify this, you need to apply a method which is nothing but rationalization. So for applying the rationalization, you need to multiply and divide by the conjugate of 2 minus root 3, which is nothing but 2 plus root 3, which is equal to 2 plus root 3 divided by, always the denominator, if we are applying rationalization, always the denominator part will be of the form x square minus y square. So x is 2 and y is root 3, which is nothing but 2 square is 4. Okay, root 3 square is 3, 4 minus 3 is equal to 1. So we got 2 plus root 3. Okay, if it is addition, we need to multiply and divide with 2 minus root 3. Okay, you got the meaning of rationalization, right? So, you need not do the entire process. For example, you are asked to simplify 1 by 2 minus root 3. So directly we can tell the numerator will be the conjugate of the denominator, which is nothing but 2 plus root 3. And the denominator will be of the form a square minus b square. So 2 square is 4, 4 minus root 3 square is 3, 4 minus 3 is equal to 1. So the answer is simply 2 plus root 3. You need not multiply and divide, and then you need not do the whole process here. Okay. So simply by observing the denominator, we can directly tell the answer is 2 plus root 3. Okay. So this is nothing but the definition of rationalization. Okay. Now let us do few sums on rationalization topic. Okay. Now the first question is, x is given as 7 minus 4 into root 3, and he is asking the value of x plus 1 by x, and the 4 options are given here. Okay, so what you need to do? The x value is 7 minus 4 into root 3, and 1 by x is nothing but plus 1 by 7 minus 4 into root 3, right? So by applying the rationalization, we can simplify the denominator. So we need to simplify only this term. So by applying the rationalization, we will get 7 minus 4 into root 3 plus what I have told. In the denominator, if minus is there, the conjugate of minus is plus, which is nothing but 7 plus 4 into root 3 divided by, always the denominator after rationalization will be of the form x square minus y square. So x square is 7 square, that is equal to 49, minus 4 into root 3 square is nothing but 4 into 4 is 16. 16 into root 3 square is 3. 16 3s are 48. So 49 minus 48 is equal to 1. So anything divided by 1 is the number itself. So you will be remind with 7 minus 4 into root 3 plus 7 plus 4 into root 3. Okay. 4 into root 3 and 4 into root 3 gets cancelled, and 7 plus 7 is 14. So option D is the right answer. Okay. So I'll explain you again this term. So if you rationalize this term, you will be getting in the numerator 7 plus 4 into root 3, which is the conjugate of 7 minus 4 into root 3. And in the denominator, always it is of the form a square minus b square. So 7 square is 49, and 4 into root 3 is nothing but 4 into 4 16. Root 3 square is nothing but 3. So 16 3s are 48. So 49 minus 48 is nothing but 1. So you will be left over with 14. Okay. So 14 is the right option. So coming to the next question. The next question is 2 by root 5 plus root 3 minus 1 by root 2 minus root 3 plus 3 by root 5 plus root 2 is given, and we need to solve this, and the 4 options are given here. Okay. So by using rationalization again, we need to solve the denominator terms individually. Okay. So let us first consider this term. 2 into, so if we do the rationalization, the conjugate of root 5 plus root 3 is nothing but root 5 minus root 3. Okay. And always the denominator after doing the rationalization is of the form x square minus y square. So which is nothing but root 5 square, which is nothing but 5, minus root 3 square is nothing but 3. So 5 minus 3 is nothing but 2. Minus 1 divided by, again by doing the rationalization, we will be getting in the numerator the conjugate of root 2 minus root 3, which is nothing but root 2 plus root 3, divided by 2 square is, root 2 square is nothing but 2, root 3 square is nothing but 3, 2 minus 3 is equal to minus 1, plus 3 into, again the conjugate of root 5 plus root 2 is nothing but root 5 minus root 2 divided by a square minus b square is nothing but 5 minus 2, which is equal to 3. So now 3 gets cancelled, 2 gets cancelled, minus 1 into minus is equal to minus into minus is plus. So the value is root 5 minus root 3, minus into minus is plus root 2 plus root 3 plus root 5 minus root 2. So minus root 3 plus root 3 gets cancelled, plus root 2 minus root 2 gets cancelled. So the answer is root 5 plus root 5, which is nothing but 2 times of root 5. So the answer is 2 into root 5. Okay, you understood, right? So coming to the next question. Coming to the next question, root 7 minus root 5 divided by root 7 plus root 5 is equal to a plus b into root 35. He is asking the values of a and b. Okay, this is also a simple question, guys. See here, again we need to apply rationalization in order to solve the denominator. Okay, so what we will be getting? Root 7 minus root 5. So if we apply rationalization, we need to multiply with the conjugate in the numerator, right? So root 7 plus root 5 conjugate is root 7 minus root 5. So here you already have root 7 minus root 5. Root 7 minus root 5 into root 7 minus root 5 is nothing but root 7 minus root 5 whole square. You got it? Root 7 plus root 5 is there. You need to multiply and divide with root 7 minus root 5. Okay, so in the denominator, root 7 minus root 5 is already present. So root 7 minus root 5 into root 7 minus root 5 is root 7 minus root 5 whole square divided by, I have already told you, in the denominator always you will be left over with x square minus y square, which is nothing but root 7 square is 7, root 5 square is 5, 7 minus 5 is nothing but 2. Okay, is equal to a plus b into root 35. So this is of the form x minus y whole square. X minus y whole square is nothing but x square plus y square minus 2 into x into y. X minus y whole square is nothing but x square plus y square minus 2 into x into y. Right? So, x square is nothing but root 7 square. Root 7 square is nothing but 7. Plus y square is nothing but root 5 square. Root 5 square is nothing but 5. Minus 2 into, by using the property of indices, we know that root a into root b can be written as root over a into b, right? So you will be getting a term minus 2 into root 7 into root 5, which is nothing but root over 7 into 5, which is nothing but 35. So I am directly writing here as root 35 divided by 2. Right? 7 plus 5 is nothing but 12. Okay. So I can write 12 by 2, right? I am just splitting the 2 minus 2 into root 35 divided by 2. Right? If you again take the LCM, you will be getting 2. So you will again get 12 minus 2 into root 35. I am just splitting the 2 into 2 parts. Okay? Which is equal to a plus b into root 35. So 2 6 are 12, 2 1s are 2. Okay. So you will be left over with 6 minus root 35. So by comparing these two, what we can come to the conclusion? A is equal to 6 and B is equal to, here you are having plus sign but you are having minus sign. So in place of B you are having minus 1. So the value of A and B are 6 and minus 1. Okay. So let me explain you again. Okay. So the conjugate of root 7 plus root 5 is nothing but root 7 minus root 5, right? You are already having root 7 minus root 5. So root 7 minus root 5 into root 7 minus root 5 is root 7 minus root 5 whole square divided by again a square minus y square, a square minus b square, which is nothing but 7 minus 5 is 2. Okay. So again by using x minus y whole square formula, I have splitted it into x square plus y square minus 2 into x into y. Okay. Divided by 2. I have splitted 2 in order to simplify these two values and I got the result of A and B. Okay. So this is how you need to solve this problem. So coming to the next question. Before going to the next problem, let me explain you a simple concept, simple shortcut, guys. Okay. If suppose the question is like this, x plus y divided by x minus y plus x minus y divided by x plus y is there. In order to solve this, whether x and y may be surds in terms of square root or cube root, whether it may be anything, okay. So in order to simplify this, simply do the multiplication like this, okay. Simply take the LCM. The LCM is x minus y into x plus y, which is nothing but x square minus y square, right? So x plus y whole square, by taking the LCM you will be getting x plus y whole square plus x minus y whole square, right? X plus y whole square plus x minus y whole square divided by x square minus y square, right? You know the formula of x plus y whole square plus x minus y whole square, which is equal to, remember this formula, x plus y whole square plus x minus y whole square is nothing but 2 into x square plus y square. Similarly, another formula is x plus y whole square minus, if minus is there in between x plus y whole square and x minus y whole square, then the answer is 4 into x into y. Okay. You know the formula of x plus y whole square individually and x minus y whole square individually. If you substitute these two formulas individually, you will be left over with these terms. So you need to remember, in between x plus y whole square and x minus y whole square, if plus symbol is there, then the resultant will be always 2 into x square plus y square. In between, if minus term is there, then you will get 4 into x into y. Okay. So if you solve those two, you will be getting those results. Okay. So now the value is 2 into x square plus y square divided by x square minus y square. Okay. Whenever here a number is there, this is the reciprocal of a number, right? What is a reciprocal? If x is given, the reciprocal is 1 by x. If x by y is given, the reciprocal or inverse is, the reverse is y by x, right? So if x plus y by x minus y is given, the reciprocal, the reverse is x minus y divided by x plus y, right? So if this is the case, if such type of questions are asked, then if in between plus is there, the resultant is 2 into x square plus y square divided by, always the denominator will be of the form x square minus y square. Okay. If suppose in place of addition, x plus y divided by x minus y minus x minus y divided by x plus y is there, then the resultant will be of the form 4 into x into y divided by, again the denominator will be of the form x square minus y square. You need to remember these two. Okay, important, please do note down. Okay, so by using these two, let us solve few questions. Next question is x is equal to root 3 minus root 2 divided by root 3 plus root 2 is given, and y is equal to root 3 plus root 2 divided by root 3 minus root 2 is given, and he is asking the value of x plus y. Okay, so previously we have taken noted out the one shortcut, right guys? If for example, if this is of the form x plus y divided by x minus y plus x minus y divided by x plus y, then we will be getting 2 into x square plus y square divided by, always the denominator will be of the form x square minus y square. Okay, so here y is the reverse of x, right? Here minus plus is there, the same values here plus minus is there, so both are reverse to each other. So we can apply the shortcut. If addition is asked, if plus is asked, then you will be getting numerator as 2 into x square plus y square. So here x is root 3 and y is root 2. So root 3 square is 3, root 2 square is 2 divided by, always the denominator will be of the form x square minus y square. So root 3 square is 3, root 2 square is 2. So 3 minus 2 is 1, 3 plus 2 is 5, 5 2s are 10. 10 divided by 1 is 10. Simple, right? If x minus y is asked, then you will be applying 4ab divided by a square minus b square. So it should be of the form x plus y divided by x minus y minus x minus y divided by x plus y. Okay, then you will be getting 4xy divided by x square minus y square. Okay, so by remembering those two shortcuts, you can simplify this sum without using rationalization. So if you don't know this shortcut, what you need to do? In order to simplify both the denominator terms, first you need to rationalize those. First you need to rationalize both the terms individually, then you need to add. So instead of that, by using the simple shortcut, you will be getting the answer in a single step. So coming to the next question. So here the next question is 10 plus root 3 divided by 10 minus root 3 minus 10 minus root 3 divided by 10 plus root 3 is asked. Okay, so by applying the same shortcut previously we have discussed, right? In between, if minus is there, here remember guys, it should be plus in the numerator in the first term. If minus is there, for example, if minus plus minus is there, then you need to take minus as common, because you know the shortcut as x plus y. The first term should have plus symbol here and minus symbol here, and minus symbol here, plus symbol here. Okay, so you need to take minus common. Okay, then you will get like this. So if you reverse these two, x plus root 3 divided by root 10 minus root 3, 10 minus root 3, okay, plus here minus 10 minus root 3 divided by 10 plus root 3 whole minus. Why I have taken minus as common? Because the numerator term in the first term of the numerator should be plus, then only the shortcut is applicable. So if you do this, okay, then you can apply the shortcut. If minus is there, then by using the shortcut you will be getting 4 into, in place of x 10 is there, in place of y root 3 is there, divided by, always the denominator is of the form x square minus y square, which is nothing but 10 square, that is 100, minus root 3 square is 3, right? So if you simplify this, you will be getting minus 40 into root 3 divided by 97. So this is the answer. Okay. So coming to the next question. So coming to the next question is 1 by root over a plus 1 plus root a plus 1 by root over a plus 2 plus root over a plus 1 plus and so on up to 1 by root over a plus 64 plus root over a plus 63 is given as equal to 4. And the 4 options are given. We need to find the value of a. The options belongs to a value. We need to pick the right answer. Okay. So for such type of questions, okay, so here observe here guys, the difference between these two, a plus 1 and a is equal to a plus 1 minus a is 1. A plus 2 minus a plus 1 is 1. Again a plus 64 minus a plus 63 is 1. That means these numbers are consecutive to each other. What is meant by a consecutive number? If the difference between two numbers is equal to 1, then such type of numbers are called as consecutive numbers. Okay. So if such type of question is asked, the series extends till 1 by roots a plus 64 plus 1 by plus root over a plus 63. So if you don't know the shortcut, what you need to do? For each and every term you need to perform rationalization in order to simplify the denominator. But this is impossible, because it is possible but the complete time for your exam will be sufficient to do the rationalization for this single sum. Okay. So for such type of models you need to apply a shortcut. Okay. So before that I will tell the approach. Okay. So let me take the first two terms, okay, in the series and solve those two terms. Okay, we will see the resultant value, and then by using that resultant value we can estimate the answer to the entire question. Okay, so let me take these two terms. So from the first term, if you rationalize the first term, what you will be getting? The conjugate of plus is minus divided by a square minus b square. So root over a plus 1 square is a plus 1, root a is a plus 1 minus a is nothing but 1, right? I have already told you these two are conjugate. So if you perform a square minus b square, you will be getting value as 1. Similarly here also the conjugate of plus is minus divided by, again, the difference between these two, a square minus b square, results in 1. Okay. So you can cancel a root over a plus 1 minus, you will be left over with root over a plus 2 minus root a, right? So from these two terms you can say the highest term of the last term, this term has highest value as root over a plus 2, right? And from this term the least value is root a. Okay, so we need to subtract these two terms. You got the highest value from the second term minus the lowest value. Okay, from this result you can conclude that the resultant may be of the form, the highest value is root over a plus 64 minus the least value from the first term is nothing but root a, which is equal to 4. Okay, so this is how you may get the result. Okay, we need to find the value of a, right? So again here, in order to eliminate these squares, again what you need to do, guys? You need to do the squaring on both sides. But this is not the correct procedure. You need to find the variable a. you are having only the a value which is unknown in this equation. So the a values are already given in the options. So by substituting the a value, you can, if whatever value is equal to 4, okay, that is nothing but the a value. Here, let us consider the first option, which is equal to 36. 36, let us substitute 36 in place of a. 36 plus 64 is nothing but root 100 minus root 36. If this value resultant is 4, then option A is the right answer. Root 100 is nothing but 10 and root 36 is nothing but 6, which is equal to 4. LHS is equal to RHS, hence the value is root 36. The A value is 36. Okay, if the, I am again telling you, if the values here are consecutive to each other, if these two are consecutive numbers, that means the difference between the two numbers is equal to 1, then only this shortcut can be applied. Okay, please note down this shortcut, guys. Let us go to the next question. The next question is 10 plus 1 by root 2 plus 1. 1 can be written as root 1 also. Okay, plus 1 by root 3 plus root 2 plus 1 by root 4 plus root 3 plus and so on up to 1 by root 256 plus 255. We need to solve this. Okay, so let us eliminate this one. So from the previous shortcut we know that if these two numbers difference is 1, okay, and all these are additions, then the value will be root over 256 minus the least value is root 1, which is equal to 1. Root 256 is nothing but 16. 16 minus 1 is 15. So this is not the right option. You may, by overlook, you may eliminate this 10, okay, and you will see only this series. You will pick the highest term from the last term and pick the least one from the first, and you will be getting 15, which will be definitely be in the options which are provided by him. But here you can see this entire series is added with 10. So we need to add 10 also. Then you will be getting 25, which is the right answer. Okay. So coming to the next question. The same model but with the decimal values. 1 by root over 3 plus 3.25 plus root over 2.25 plus 1 by root over 4.25 plus root over 3.25 plus 1 by root over 5.25 plus root over 4.25 plus 1 by root over 6.25 plus root over 5.25 is given. We need to solve this. Okay, so from the previous shortcut we know that if the difference between these two is equal to 1, all the differences are equal to 1. So we can apply the shortcut. The highest term from the last term, which is 6.25 minus the least term is square root of 2.25. So square root of 6.25 is nothing but 2.5. Similarly, square root of 2.25 is nothing but 1.5. So 2.5 minus 1.5 is equal to 1. So 1 is the right answer. So if you are confused with the decimal values, so see here guys, here after the decimal 2 places are there. So how can we write this? Root over 265 divided by 100, right? Minus, similarly here also 2 places are there after decimal, we can write it as 100 divided by 100. So we know that square root of a by b is equal to square root of a divided by square root of b, right? So individually you know the square roots of 625, square root of 100, square root of 225, square root of 100. So square root of 625 is nothing but 25 divided by 10 minus 225 square root is nothing but 15 divided by square root of 100 is 10. So the LCM is 10. 25 minus 15 is nothing but 10. 10 divided by 10 is nothing but 1. Okay, easy, right? Nothing with this question, guys. It is similar to the previous model only, but you are having decimal. If you are confused with the decimal, I am telling how to solve this in detail. Okay, hope you understand. So these are the few shortcuts we have understood today in the rationalization. If you know these formulas, you can easily solve any question which is given under rationalization concept. Okay, so that's all for today, guys. Hope you all understood this concept. Okay, so if you have any doubts, please install our application. There you will be provided with the chat box. You can ask any of the question related to the concepts that we have discussed in the classroom. Okay, so we will reply you in the chat itself. Okay, so thank you guys. Bye bye.